Bring forth. Title of this lesson is called Prince of the Power. Okay, Prince of the Power. Okay, and it's a message that Ruach gave me some time ago. I believe I've written on it, did a written lesson on this, but I've never done a video lesson on it. But Spirit has been stirring in my spirit to bring it forth, and I'm going to bring it forth now. So praise y'all. Look here, the text that this is being brought forth from is Genesis 32, verse 28. For those of you that are following this video lesson, okay? All right. Hey, give you a couple minutes to get your get to it. Okay, Genesis 32:28, and I'm gonna start at verse 24. Okay, of chapter 32. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh. And the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. Verse 26. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let, and Jacob said, I will not let you go, except you bless me. Hallelujah. And he said unto him, What is your name? And he said, Jacob. Jacob. And he said, Your name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince have you power with Elohim, and with men, and you have prevailed. I'll read that again. And he said to Jacob, Your name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince have you power with Elohim and with men, and have prevailed. See that? This is called Prince of the Power. And there's a lot of Israelites going around putting the name Israel on their name. I mean, changing their name to Israel. But they don't have the power. Okay? So this is what this lesson is going to be about. This is what this lesson is going to be about. So I'm going to bring out some scriptures, and we're going to just examine these scriptures and see where Ruach HaKodesh leads us in this lesson, okay? Okay, now, if you go to John, the Gospel of John, not John 1, 2, and 3, but the Gospel of John, you will see what is being said there, what has been recorded there for us, for our edification, okay? So shall we? John 1:12. Because let's see how we get this power. Because I've taught lessons from Galatians chapter 4, 1 through 7, where I share that just because you find out that you're Israelite doesn't automatically make you a son of Elohim. Okay? Let's make that clear. Just because you found out that you're Israelite, or that you may be an Israelite, Romans 9:6. Because everybody that thinks they're Israelite is not an Israelite. Just because you had a visage of an Israelite man doesn't make you an Israelite. Okay? Romans 9:6 and many others. But let's go to John, because there is more than just knowing that you are of the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? There's more than that to be a son of Elohim. All right? Because our ancestor, our great ancestor and patriarch, Jacob, was a prince of the power. He was a prince of the power. Why? Because he knew how to wrestle against the opposition that comes against us in life. He had his brother who was a child of the flesh, Esau, try to come against him. But Jacob followed the plan of Yah, because the truth be known, the birthright was never Esau just because he was born first. Just because Esau was born first meant nothing to Yah. Yah is the one who establishes who is and who is not. Yah is the one that pronounces who is a child of flesh and who is a child of the spirit of promise. Make no mistake. And just because you think that you have a visage of an Israelite, okay, does not make you a prince of the power, does not make you a son of Elohim. Okay? Now, let's look at John. Let's look at John chapter 1, verse 12. Shall we? All right, speaking of Yeshua, I'll start at verse 9. I'll start at verse 8. John was not that light, but he was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light, which lighteth every Adam that cometh into the world. I'm saying it like that because we are truly the descendants of Adam, because Adam was a son of Elohim. Look it up in the genealogy in Matthew. Adam, and we are of the same ilk or same bloodline. If you are truly a son of Elohim, you are of the same bloodline that Adam was. Okay? Adam had the visage of Yeshua and Yahweh. He had the visage of Yeshua and Yahweh. Okay? And he was filled with the Holy Spirit. That's why the Father, speaking to the divine Son and the divine Spirit, said, let us make man in our own image and in our own likeness, because all of them are holy. Father Yahweh is holy. The Son is holy. And Ruach HaKodesh is a Holy Spirit. And Adam truly was created in the image of Elohim. Elohim referring to Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It's got that I am on there. Don't make no mistake. Stop listening to people that don't know what they're talking about and have not been Ruach taught or anointed or appointed by Yeshua. Stop listening to them, Israel. I'm telling you, I've done told you before, haven't I? I told you. These people that are not Ruach filled as not your elders and not your instructors. You better go run and read Acts 20, verse 28. And you better go run and read Numbers 11:25. Okay? Now, verse 10. He was in the world. Yeshua was in the world, and the world was made by him. That's right. That's right. He's the word spoken of in Genesis 1. You better believe it. He's the word. Father Yahweh thought it or determined it, and Yeshua spoke it. And the Ruach HaKodesh created it or performed it. Made it happen, in other words. Okay? You see all three in Genesis 1. Don't make no mistake. Y'all better stop playing with this thing. Now. Okay? Now. He came to his own. Who was his own? His own was his own people. His own was his own people. Because we know Hebrews 7:14 says what? It is evident that our Messiah sprung out of Judah. And Judah is one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Baby. Okay, now. He came to his own according to the flesh. Romans 9, around verse 5, somewhere in there, 6. Okay? He came to his own, and his own received him not. But as many Israelites that received Yeshua, to them he gave the power to become the sons of Elohim. You better believe it. You got to have power to become a son of Elohim. And we're going to find out who that power is. We're going to find out what power you must have to truly be a son of Elohim. Are they on earth? Yes, they on earth, and we're going to show you that too. But as many as received him, to them he gave to power to become the sons of Elohim, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of flesh, nor of the will of man, but by the will of Elohim, by the will of God. All right. Now, this is the introduction. I'm going to stop this here, and we'll pick back up. Shalom.